G'day guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new episode. Hope you guys are doing well. Unfortunately, the R33 is going on lockdown. To the ones that don't know, my town is going on lockdown for 6 weeks due to the coronavirus spike again. It just really sucks. And to the ones that are saying you can still go for a drive, no you cannot. I already know about 4 people that fined $1,600. $1,600 just for going out for a drive. But yet you can go into the shops surrounded by 100 people and that's perfectly fine. I'm just over this shit, man. So we're just gonna go for a last cruise in the R33, and then I'll show you guys how to install an RPM tacho into an RB25 as well. Alright, as you guys can see, it was not an enjoyable cruise for me. I turned my camera off, did a couple more laps. I just couldn't push it, man. There's just too many peasants riding up and down. It just ruined my last day of fun in the R33. So that really sucked for me. But now I'm going to show you guys how to install an RPM tacho into an RB25. So let's jump into my S14 and install this tacho. Alright dudes, now that we've got the cruise out of the way, it's time to install the tacho in my S14. Also it is an RB25, but we're going to try find the RPM wire. Now this is the gauge I went with. So this tachometer is free power. I got it from Just Jap. They're on sale right now. I think they're like $49 right now, but I paid $100 last year. This was originally meant to go into my R33, but I'm going a Haltech screen for the ones that don't know. Now this guy here revs out to 9,000 RPM, which is plenty for this car. The annoying thing is about this kit though, it didn't come with an installation guide, right? See the wires here? We've got red and black, obviously power and ground, yeah, but then we've got blue and yellow. So out of the two, I don't know which one is the ignition switch, which one goes to the RPM wire. So I'm just going to assume that the yellow one, sorry my dog's barking for some reason, the yellow one goes to the ignition switch. So I'm going to find an ignition switch, try it out, and hopefully the unit doesn't fry. With the power and ground, so that's perfect. So I'll show you guys that now. Watch it light up on the LED light. See, constant power. That's what you want for this gauge. Now we're going to find the RPM wire. So I'm thinking about taking out the back of the tacho. We'll try to find one along the ECU somewhere. I'm going to have to play around, man. If you guys don't know, I hate wiring, so this part's going to suck. This kit comes with, obviously, your tacho gauge, wiring that doesn't give you a diagram. Then this unit here just pretty much powers up the other gauges. So if you connect this to the back of your gauge to another gauge, you'll power it up. So we'll keep that. Now the 5th wire, this wire annoys me because it's like, what the hell is the 5th wire for? So this connects up to the back of the tacho as well. I'm assuming that this guy goes up to a shift light, so I'm assuming that's it. So I'm hoping this doesn't go to the RPM wire because that would suck. So that's why this thing needs a diagram. And to the ones wondering why I've got the quick release taken out and why my steering wheel looks like that, I've been trying to get the boss kit out. I need a boss kit remover so I can realign my steering wheel straight, because as you guys know, I put the rack spaces in so it makes your steering wheel sit wonky when you realign the rack. So now I got to take out the steering wheel and recenter it. So I've put the ignition wire into that clip right there, so hopefully that works. I've just fed the wire through, got the positive and ground connected. The RPM wire I still got to find. I've just left it alone. We don't need that for now. We just need the power, ground and ignition switch, and see if this guy turns on, turn the headlight and see if it goes brighter for nighttime. So let's plug the battery in and hopefully it works. Alright, I've just put the headlights on. Oh, it's turning on. Maybe it's because of the ignition switch. Need to put the headlights on for this guy to power up bright. Oh, shows you all the colors. Ooh. Nice. I don't know if we can change the colors. But I'm just happy that this guy works, and he's gonna sit right there. Took out the surrounding cover. Luckily it was just only 2 screws. Moved the steering wheel down to get the plastic out. Then we'll unbolt the bottom 2 bits right there. You've got 1 screw there, or 1 screw there, and then top guy, as I said before, up there. Sorry, the steering wheel went lower. 2 long bolts to get the cluster out. Now let's fish that stupid RPM wire out. Things couldn't get worse, man. Now, which one is the RPM wire? God damn it. I hate wiring, man. So I've just discovered that extra wire I was talking about actually was for the RPM, because that blue wire wasn't doing jack shit. So I decided to plug in the white wire behind the RPM, and look now, I think I found the wire, because watch this. Found the RPM wire. It's the blue and black one, because if I go to the other wires they don't work, so it's the blue and black one. So I'm just going to splice into that and hopefully it works. But the shit thing is, like, if I turn the headlights off, the gauge dies. So I don't know, maybe that headlight switch isn't the right thing to do. So I'm going to work this shit out, but I'm just going to wire this white guy into the blue and black strip wire. So if you guys want to do it, it's that wire there. It's blue with the black stripe. For me, I hate wiring, but I'm glad I got the job done. Got this guy turned off, so you can see here I've got the Tacho RPM wire running to the back of the cluster. I also soldered the wires together, wrapped them up, tucked everything away. Now I'm just bolting the cluster back up. So I'm so happy with that. So once I put everything back together, Tacho should be sitting there. Can't wait, man. Can't wait to get this done. I hate wiring. All I got to do left is just solder the ground, the power, the switch. I mounted over here. I haven't tried starting the car yet. Hopefully all the wires have stayed intact after soldering them and wrapping them up. It's just been a bloody mess just getting it all organized and putting everything back together. I didn't film putting everything back together. It's pretty basic, so I pretty much do everything in reverse. Whatever you take out, go in reverse order and you're done. So now that we've got the cluster back in, got the Tacho installed, the wiring here, it's just all spaghetti, man. Like, I had to figure out like the power and ground, see what else was in here. It's just a mess. I'm gonna have to deal with this someday, but not now. This guy, I just left the headlight switch in this guy for now. As I said, for some reason the guy doesn't get power when you turn the car on, but when you put the headlights on, the guy powers up and works. So I might have to do the headlight switch to a constant power, because I don't think this guy is the right one. As you know, I'm not a big guy on wiring. I'm cool to do mods and everything to motorworks and shit. Anything with like modifying cars I'm cool with, but just wiring I'm not a big fan of. So soon I'm gonna get like a cover put here, drill a hole, get this gauge here, 3 other gauges, put some more gauges up here as well. Hell yeah, dudes, look at that. I finally have a working tacho in my cars now. Well, one car. The R33, I've never had a working tacho ever. I just go by ear. Same with the S14, but now we actually have a working tacho. That's sick. This was originally meant to go into my R33, but I'm going to get a Haltech screen, so there's no point installing this in the R33. So putting it in the S14 was a good choice. I'm actually happy with the pink blue kind of color as well, but for some reason this switch, oh, it works. Hell yeah, man, look at that. What's that? What is happening? Oh no, what am I doing? I have no idea. Oh, we got red. I might leave it on that pink blue, that's pretty sick. But the rev, I don't know what this means. Hopefully it doesn't change anything. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it pink and blue. I'm just glad that that guy can change colors, that's sick. So I'm just gonna leave it this color for now. The R33, as I said, we're gonna get a Haltech screen, IQ7, no, IC7, not IQ7. IC7 Haltech screen for the R33. S14 looks amazing with this gauge, man. Couldn't be happy with that. So as you can see, if you look at the back, the revs don't work on the cluster because I ripped out that wire. I don't know, but it seems a bit jumpy. So if I do it slowly, fuck's sake. I can't win, boys. I can never win, man. Have a listen. We've got spark, the engine is turning. I've just chucked in some fuel and still nothing. Do you know what it could be? Remember last time I showed you that fuel hose that got eaten up? I guarantee you it's happened again. So I'm gonna have to go into the fuel tank again. Probably got half a tank of fuel in there, fantastic. And fix up that fuel hose again. Why it's been getting eaten, I have no idea. I'm just sick of dealing with this shit, man. Why the hell would the fuel eat the hose when it's actually meant for it? Like, again, it happened again. Why the fuck is this happening? What the fuck is causing this fuel hose to be eaten? Oh dude, it's nearly a full tank as well. Fuck, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to do, man. What the fuck is this shit causing this? I'm lost for words, man. If you guys know, let me know, because this fuel hose is actually meant to be in the tank. It's a pro. Now I gotta get a new sock filter, because look, it's collected all the shit. Like you can see it on my fingers. It's collected on this shit. But if you look at this fuel hose here that goes from the pump to the cradle, look at that. I'm using the wrong clamps as well, and still it's perfectly fine. So whatever brand that was, I should have used on this hose here. I've got to rewire this shit again because I ripped out the fuel pump. So yeah, I'm gonna go to a car shop now, pick up another fuel hose. Not this brand, I'm staying away from it. Hopefully I can find something that's like this that can last and not come off. Rewire this shit properly, put a better heat shrink on as well. Get a new sock filter. So I'll be right back because I'm gonna do all that now. Put it back in the S14. Hopefully this shit doesn't happen again, man. And because I've got a fucking more than half a tank of petrol in the tank, the fuel came up to like all the way to the top of my arm, man. So it's not fun having like little cuts on your fingers and chucking them in the fuel tank. Alright, I just got back from Tuner's Edge, picked up this Gates fuel line. Hopefully it doesn't end up like this guy. That's twice it's happened with the ProFlow. 98 isn't meant to eat fuel lines like that, so that really sucks that that happened, man. Imagine if I went on the track and it's like, hey, this thing just happened again while I'm out on track. So I definitely don't want that happening again, man. So I'm hoping this actually lasts forever. And with this fuel pump, I've got to rewire it as well. It's a Deechworks 300, so once this carks it, I'm just going to get a Wilbur 460 and leave it with that because I've got it in the R33. I'm also using a Gates fuel line and it's been perfectly fine. Alright, I'm going to get this shit done. Alright dudes, just connected the fuel pump up, rewired everything, chucked on the new Gates hose. I'm going to let the car prime a few times before I start it to let the fuel run through the lines. Don't know where I left the bloody key for this car. So yeah, I'm going to check up the fuel tank again within a month's time, see what the fuel hose looks like in a month's time. I'll let the car run, drive it around the block a couple of times, try to drain out the fuel just a bit, and then inspect that fuel hose. I'm hoping it really lasts, man, because I'm over this dumb shit, man. The amount of times I've played with fuel pumps, god damn, I've been elbow deep in fuel twice today. I'm done with this shit. All right, let's prime it a few times. Yeah, you can hear the fuel sucking up through the lines now. Ready? Turn it off. You'll hear the ECU click. There, it clicked off, so then we can now re-prime it again. Let it go through the car. Like, I know it's gonna work. Do it one more time. I know it's gonna work, but the thing is, how long is this line gonna last for, man? Because I'm like, I'm stressed as shit, man. Alright. Let's hope it works. It's just getting fuel into it. There we have it. Got it started. See how the tacho's not working? Any of you like electrician dudes can tell me why that's happening, let me know. The reason why I use that wire behind the dash, I thought, you know what, because there could be a soldering issue somewhere in the cluster, so I thought using that wire alone and having power running to it would actually make a difference. Turns out it doesn't, so I'm a bit confused on that one. I have no idea why the RPM wire and the S14 is playing up. When I first found that RPM wire, the tacho was working perfectly fine, was reading correctly, soldered the wires together, the tacho was also working. And then after the car warmed up and when I was playing with the switch, playing around with the tacho gauge, it started playing up. So maybe I changed the setting, I'm not sure. I've got to play around with it a little more and hopefully we fix it. If you guys know why the RPM wire is doing that, leave a comment down below, let me know. And the same thing with the R33. I've never had a working tacho in the R33. I always just go by ear. So can't wait to get a Heltec screen in that so I can read everything and just monitor everything going on in my engine. I don't think it's going to be long enough to have the R33 completely in here. We're going to test fit it soon. Not today. I still got to clean out all this junk over here, my guitar stuff, my old guitar. Definitely need music when you're working in your cars. If my R33 doesn't fit all the way in here, do you know what I could probably do? Just get my car into about, say, here, halfway. So I've got space all here to work undercover away from the stupid rain. I've measured the sides. I know the sides, we've got perfect room on either side when the car comes in, so that's mad. So I can put the car in forwards or reverse to work on either end of the car, so that's gonna be mad. When it rains, I can just work on my cars in here. And we'll get some better lighting because this is junk. So I'll probably get something to go up in those power points there. Got a power point there and a power point behind there. Chuck some lighting, some power tools. Got all my tools in the back. Alright dudes, I hope you enjoyed this video. They are going to be sketchy for the next 6 weeks because I won't really be able to go for drives, which really sucks, but I'll try my best to get some decent uploads once a week again. I can't push out 2 a week because, as you guys know, I can't go for drives. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Catch you guys later.